You know those moments when you'll be in the car and you just park your car and you take the breather before you go into the house and you just have that self-reflection moment. I had that. I told God, I said, I never want to get to a place in my walk with you, God, that you'll take me out of a situation and my mindset is still there. See, that's what happened with the children of Israel. They said they wanted better, but then when better came, they did not know how to adjust. In this season right now, before we walk in 2025, I want to challenge you on how to assess transition. See, transition helps you understand that there is an expiration date of where you're in to become something different and something new. Not only you to change, but your environment to change. I want to challenge you to understand that greater is he that's in you than he that's in the world. See, some of us are trying to connect with the very thing that's trying to take us out. Some of us are trying to connect to the very thing that wants to hold us back and hold us captive to the things that God has said, I want to free you, but first I got to free your mind. And so with understanding, if he wants to free your mind, he wants to free your life. If he wants to free your life, he wants to free your language. If he wants to free your mindset, that means he wants to free the environment that you're in. In other words, he wants to change all of that for his glory. And so I had to get to a place in my life where I was sick and tired of going through the vicious cycles of the things I put myself in and realize that if I make a decision, transformation and transition can come. Some of us are trying to walk in transition, but our mindset and our heart posture are not parallel to what we asking God to do. And so he wants to do a new thing on the inside of you before he changes your environment. I had to understand that it starts with me first. It starts with me being the chain breaker. It starts with me understanding that I have to be the person that walks in obedience so all the people behind me can flow in what I'm doing. So many people was like, oh my gosh, Marquise, I can't believe how bold you are on social media telling your testimony. I have the confidence because I understand that the real transition had to start in the inside of me. I had to make a decision on how I needed to react and how I need to respond. But I had to give God a yes. And some of us want transition, and some of us want breakthrough, and some of us want God to come in and change things, but he hasn't dealt with your heart, nor has he changed your mind to help you understand there's a new level that you have to walk in. And so when you understand a new level means that there's going to be new occurrences of the hard thing to let go. And so I understand that even in my salvation, yes, they say salvation is free, but once you give up all that you hold, all that you cherish, all that you love, and you give it to God, he'll change your life. See, some of us are trying to hold on to the things that, oh God, I'm gonna give you my life, but not on your terms, on my terms. God, I know you can be a healer and a deliverer, but it's kind of hard for me to let go because I still want to hold on to it, because if I let go of it, then therefore there's a responsibility and accountability that I have to walk in. But I had to understand that even when I loved the sin wanted to kill me. Even when I wanted to indulge in the very thing that was trying to take me out, I still loved it. So God had to transform my mind and to renew my mind first, because if he never renews your mind, he'll never renew and change your life. I'm talking to those people that want change but don't know how to change. I'm talking about they want relief and they want a difference, but they don't want to understand the significance of the change, because the change starts with the heart and the mind to help you get to a place in your walk with him, to mature you, to help you get and understand that much is given and much is required. And so with the change is a requirement now. And when you make decisions, you got to make sound decisions now. And so when you understand that in my maturity, in my walk with God, he's catapulted me to a new place, but I have to get in a place where I can be receptive not only to him, but be receptive to the will of God to kill my flesh. And so I gotta get there. I have to get there. Why? Because there's people that are waiting for me. I gotta get there. Why? Because there's a new transition that has to happen. There's a new blessing. There's a new anointing that wants to flow in my life once I make a decision and walk in obedience. See, people don't understand the significance of obedience and trusting God. Once you obey God, that tells God that I can move on his behalf because he trusts me in the process of, even when he doesn't have the answer, the solution, or the resolve. The resolve comes from God. But I got to make a sound decision. That's why it's so important to have a sound mind on how to properly navigate through the process of killing my flesh. See, the flesh will tell you I can do it, because pride is the example of flesh. Oh, I got it. I can handle it. I can do it. It don't matter what they say. I'm going to do it on my own. Yes, you can do it on your own, but is it the will of God for your life? Because some of us said we want this and want that. I want to get married. I want to be a millionaire. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to have my own business. I want to have my own this and that. But what happens when God said, if you just follow me and keep my commandments and submit yourself unto me, there's different things and avenues that I want to take you to so you can have what you desire. And some of us are putting our desires before the will of God, and we're finding ourselves in lack because the spirit of poverty is a decision on not obeying what God has called us to walk in. Basic principles. I had to learn how to denounce some stuff off my life. I had to denounce poverty. I had to denounce homosexuality. I had to denounce lust. I had to denounce perversion. I had to denounce lying. I had to denounce cheating. I had to denounce having the moments of pride where I thought I could handle any and everything because of who I thought I was. But with God, he humbles you. With God, he helps you understand that, yo, you can't do this without me, so why are you trying to make it happen when I made an avenue for it to just flow in what I've called you to become? And so I want to challenge you on today. Don't allow that stuff to hold you back in 2024 before 2025 gets here. This is your boy, Terrell Ezra. I love you with the love of God. Shalom.